Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking in. I so much appreciate this. I took a little bit of a week off last week, um, but I'm back at it now. So, this is a Pluto Retrograde reading, and we're going to be covering a little bit of what happened last week, which is week 2 of Pluto Retrograde. And then we're going to be going forward into this week, which is week 3. Pluto retrograde is in Aquarius, and it's a time for us to really reflect on ourselves and everything. And this reading is going to be broken up into 5 parts: spirit world, spirit messages, emotional impact, mental impact, and advice on what you should be doing. Okay. So let's get into the spirit world impact. Okay. And by the way, I hope that you guys had a good week and everything. So the biggest thing at the base right now when it comes to spirit world, and when I say spirit world, I really mean like just overall for the planet. What is it? How is it affecting everything? This is not just you individually, but this is like things that you may see like in the world, like politics, just everything, right? We have the counselor upside down. So the basis is bad advice. That's the focus right now. Go week 2 and going into week 3. Definitely week 3, it's bad advice. I told you Pluto retrograde is really talking about, it's really focusing on decisions and habits and everything. And sometimes when we have negative habits, sometimes we can have somebody who's a bad advisor that kind of encourages bad habits, right? So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Bad advice just in general in the world. And the center energy is love upside down. Well, that's pretty self explanatory, right? Love. Bad advice, bad counsel, counsel against love, counsel against compassion, counsel against whatever advice is going on, basically, on having a hard heart, making harsh decisions, right? And it could even be decisions in cases where maybe somebody else had this energy, right? But the biggest, yeah, that's the biggest focus. Now we're going to go into last week. And last week was step 2, which I call week 2, right? We have the 7 of air upside down, and this talks about imbalance with information, imbalanced. This people aren't getting all the information. And when we're talking about like a worldview, this is also talking, especially with the air quality. Be careful about what you see in the media. Be careful about, what you have to look for your own information. You have to research yourself, even when it comes to, somebody's always going to tell you a side where they're going to look the best in for the most part. We have the 7 of water. This is illusions. Beautiful, beautiful illusions and truth, and having to decipher between those two in the water, which is emotional. And then we have the 4 of earth, which is the foundations. So this last week was a big thing on information that could have been an illusion. Some of it was real, some of it was not. And people are making their foundations off of it. Some people are choosing the illusion and they're making a foundation off of it. Some people are choosing the real and they're making a foundation off of it. But whether it's an illusion or it's the truth, people are making decisions, concrete decisions. So be careful about the information that you're getting. And this is on a more worldly view. And like I said, things that you're looking in the news, things with politics, especially when we're talking about information that comes talking about something or a situation that you weren't there yourself to see. Of the 7 of earth right now, starting off. So after all of that, now we're at the Seven of Earth upside down. The illusions and the lies are not getting growth. This is a key thing. So if it is an illusion, it does not have growth at this point in time. If somebody or the situation, it doesn't seem to grow. If there's a business and they're losing money, if there's a politician and they're getting out of office, it's because they were an illusion. Um it was a complete illusion. And I want to say this, even though this is a worldly view, this is reflected on every single aspect of life. This is going to be an aspect with your pets, with your kids, in your love life, in your career, all that kind of stuff. We're going into ooh, Five of Fire upside down, very competitive energy. This is okay. Let's look at this because we have four cards that are out. So we have Five of Fire, and this is the energy that we're going into. This is how this week is, as we go into this week and everything, you know what I mean, from now till Friday, right? Five of Fire, this is competition, competitive people. So the situations that are not getting any growth, that are losing out, that are losing abundance, that are losing people, that are losing grace, they're going to be in this super competitive energy, like imbalanced competitive energy. I'm not talking about if you're in a competition and you're competing. I mean, competing even when there's not a competition, to the point where it's like it's affecting close relationships and stuff. And it's going to be a test of people. The world is being tested on integrity. What's the integrity? This is a big thing. What is the integrity? How are you going to deal with these people? How are these people going to deal? It's a big thing on integrity. And it's integrity with greedy people. King of Earth, very highly competitive and very greedy. People and institutions that use their power for negativity, that abuse their power, that lack their integrity, they're going to start paying for that this week. And then we have the Four of Fire. Yeah. Karma's going to hit this week, and it's going to hit its mark. It's going to be very, very accurate. You saw the fire that was in her eyes. Look at that. I'm going to put that up one more time. Look at that fire. Look at that determination. That's karma. Three of Earth upside down. Four of Air, the Scribe upside down. And this is how this weekend is going to end up. As karma hits this mark, this karma is going to take away everything. So whatever was the power that was corrupt, that was using its power, like using their position. This is not just people. This is institutions. This is school systems. This is government systems. This is businesses that use their power and their influence for bad. Them and their whole team is coming down. Even their supporters. Even their supporters are going to feel it. And what I'm saying as supporters, I mean people that work for these companies, people that watch and give them positive energy or give them energy to keep going. Everybody, they're going to take their karma. Four of Air, this has already been calculated. It's very calculated. It's very accurate. It's extremely accurate. Look at all these equations that are around him. He's extremely accurate. And you see the clock that he has? It's time. Right on time. There's going to be a lot of divine timing when it comes to karma, meaning it's it's going to be at the right time. That's this weekend. And then we have the scribe upside down, the false person, the person that was telling the false, because he's upside down. So whatever he was saying was very false. With whoever was, who, with the liars, the people that lie, the people that manipulate, the institutions, the propaganda people pushing people to be a certain way. Because they should have walked away. People should have walked away from this scribe, 8 of water upside down. They should have walked away, but people didn't. You can't support a fool, or else you'll get the same punish. You'll be punished alongside them, really. Oh, yeah, we have this Queen of Fire upside down, along with the 6 of Earth upside down now. Somebody was selfish with their resources. This is an energy of selfishness, of taking because they can't create. See, this person is supposed to be right side up and be creating, but they are blocked themselves. And so they take. That's all these businesses and politicians, and how they have people that have led masses of people being greedy, punishing people for things that they do. And it was in something that started last week. Ace of Water, a new love, new connections. The heart, the universal heart is opened. You can't fight love. The universal heart is open and it's on its journey right now. It's on its way. It's on its way. There's a death and rebirth. There's a complete change this week. Death and rebirth. It changes everything. That's why this karma is coming through. This karma is coming through so we can get out the gunk and bring in the universal heart. Ooh, the hero and the choice upside down. It's calculation here. Spirit's not giving a chance. The Pluto energy is not giving second chances. It's defeating the villain and then not giving another chance. The 2 of Fire. Upside down. Nowhere to go. This karma is going to be the karmic energy that is coming down from the effects of Pluto retrograde. And when I say karma, I mean people getting what they deserve. So there's going to be rewards dished out, and there's also going to be punishments dished out this week. And there's no changing. It's set. This is stuff that people have built up for years. So even if somebody were to change their ways today, they're still going to get this. Yeah, the 8 of Earth in the crone. Really destruction of the foundations here, because we have a lot of earth coming out. And with the crone, bitterness. People that don't want to work, people that don't want to be good because they're bitter. At the end of the day, these people are bitter. And unfortunately, there's a price with it. There's a price to that. If you act and you behave out of bitterness, there's a price to that. If you act and you behave out of love, it's different. But if you are just stuck in bitter and you live your life bitter, it's a price. Knowledge of the four of water here, knowledge of self last week. People last week really looked at themselves and fell in love with themselves and are waking up to the illusions in the world. That was last week. Right now, thought upside down, the Nine of Pentacles upside down. Okay, so the collective consciousness is still kind of, as far as people, they're still kind of waking up to thinking independently. Remember, the first card out was bad counsel, right? So thinking independently, thinking about their own values, their own morals. Even though things have been revealed, this is still something that is being worked on. Which, by the way, that may be something that takes a little while. We have the Six of Air and the Seven of Fire, and they're both upside down, which is causing people, which is collectively, people are not yet ready to rise up and defend their morality. Their true morality, their truth on the inside here. But the mother energy is coming. Divine feminine, the mother goddesses, they're rising up. That was the whole point of this whole journey. Last week, the heart energy, that's the mother, that's the nurturer. So the nurturers of the world, the nurturing leaders of the world are waking up to lead. Hey, get out of this institution. It's not good for you. You're hurting yourself. It's hurting you. And the Five of Earth. There's still illusions here. You see that he has the horns. This talks about loss and having to ascend out of trickery and stuff. There's still some loss. There's a lot of loss. There's a lot of gain too, but this weekend is going to be definitely focused on loss. During the week, there's going to be a shift, and at the weekend, it's going to be a loss. Okay. Now, that's what the world, as far as what's going on in the world around you, like I said, you're probably going to be seeing that part of the reading. When you put on the news, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, when you look at your articles online, or you go onto Facebook or Instagram and you see the posts and everything, you're going to be seeing there's a big shift in the world because Divine Feminine is ready to lead. The past few years, Divine Feminine has been focusing on being independent, but now Divine Feminine is ready to lead. And it makes a huge shift because now everybody that was against Divine Feminine energy, just in the world in general, because this is a very patriotic world for the most part. The world powers are very patriotic. So to have the woman take her lead, the feminine energy, the divine feminine, the intuitive energy, the nurturing energy, take her place, take her crown and her throne, sit on her throne, right? And lead is a huge shift because no matter what, it begins with the divine feminine and then it goes to the divine masculine. But they need each other to survive. But then neither one of them is necessarily submissive underneath the other. They submit to each other. And by choice, it's a choice. I choose to submit to you. This is going to cause a lot of divine feminine enemies to crash. Because in this deck, the mother, the divine feminine, the Empress energy is the number 4. She stabilizes. Traditional tarot, it's usually the Emperor, the divine masculine, that is the number 4. But in this deck, it's the divine feminine. She stabilizes. So it's the divine feminine stabilizing, being a stable place in the chaos. And it changes. So now we're going to look into spiritual messages, and this is for my vibe tribe. What does this mean a little bit more personally? Okay. So, what does this mean for you as far as how you live your life? All of this, my beautiful vibe tribe. This is for my divine feminines. This is for my divine masculines. This is for my divine child, my divine children. This is for everybody. Ooh. Well, that's too many cards. Ooh, it's a big change. Oh, it's a big change. We got the high priest right there. People are completely going into a different way of thinking. That's the base. With the Ace of Cups on what they're going to do with their love energy, with their heart energy, and how powerful it is. People are coming to change and understanding, and then they're moving with that. Ooh, your heart energy has power. Your emotions have power. And the fire energy is the emotions and action, the passion. They're going to be you're going to be moving fast. There's fast movement. Fast. And that's in the base. And in this movement, we have the devil energy here. Now, where are you moving to? New level, new devil, right? This is bad habits. This is all types of bad habits. This is drugs. This is gambling. This is addictions to people. Addiction can be anything. You can have an addiction to water and drink too much water and drain everything out of you. So what are you overindulging in? This is the center energy, overindulgence. That overindulgence can keep you away from your heart as a distraction. So as we're clicking into that heart energy, we're going with what were the distractions that kept us away in the first place? What did we have that kept us from our true potential? What demons were in the closet? What were we trying to forget? That's the center energy there. Last week was all about partnerships. 2 of Cups. All about partnerships, people that we have close to us, relationships, love, romance, friendships. How we behave in those areas, right? Now it's all about what we hold on to. 4 of Pentacles. What do you hold on to? We're coming into that. We're coming into our stability. How do we want our stability to be? And once we finalize that, we go into focus, focus, focus. The Magician. We balance out our 4 qualities. Everybody has 4 elements within them: air, fire, water, and earth. Everybody does. Everybody. It's all in your birth chart. You are not one sign, you are all signs. Your goal is to master all the pieces of yourself. And that requires focus. And in order to master the pieces of yourself, you first need to understand what you want to do. What do you want? It's very important. I'm always surprised that I ask people what do they want, and most people are not able to answer that question because they don't believe in themselves. But what do you want? You have to be honest with yourself on what you want, or else you're going to be having a miserable existence on what you want. And if you can identify what you want, you can identify what you want. You can kind of get some clues on how to get to your heart energy. Because what you want and your desires is passion, which is fire. And fire energy and passion is emotion in action. Oh, that's beautiful. Star energy, belief, wishes. So you go through the focus in this weekend, you believe. You have a strong belief. Especially with all this karmic justice, you're going to see it. And it's going to make you believe. Mm-hmm. It's going to make you believe. It's going to make you believe in yourself. And the people that did you wrong get their justice. What's hidden is 6 of Swords. Oh, 5 of Swords. And 9 of Cups. Okay, so this is the hidden piece here that comes out at the end. We have 6 of Swords. Number 6, we're going on a journey, right? You start off going on a journey, leaving all the problems behind. You got to go back though, because you got to go back and reflect on this problem. 5 of Swords, right? We go from the 6 to the 5 because there's something in the back that you have to reevaluate. It's an injustice, right? This is what happens. This is what Spirit's doing, going back and correcting an injustice because you just went on a journey. You just went on a journey. And with that injustice, you get your wish fulfillment. 9 of Chalices. Now, and this is for the divine masculine, divine feminine, and divine child. When I say divine child, I mean somebody who has mastered their masculine and feminine energy within themselves, divine child. I'm not actually talking about minors, but not saying minors can be divine children. They usually are. So now we're going to look into, not that part. We're going to look into the emotional impact. How is it going to emotionally impact us with our intuition and with our connection with our higher self? Ooh, this is beautiful. We have the Queen of Cups, love, the nurturing energy. That's the basis. The nurturing energy that's around us, the nurturing energy that's within us, the abundance of love. The Queen of Cups has an abundance of love. This is Cancer energy. Look where Cancer is in your chart, in your birth chart. And this is big energy on this. Where your heart energy is, what you love. You have the 4 of Pentacles upside down, needing to balance things out. There's some things you might be holding on to. Maybe it might be material things. Might be old morals, old ways that don't agree with your heart. That's a center energy. 3 of Wands in the past. You definitely wanted to move forward from it, whatever it is. You wanted to move forward. You wanted to move forward very, very fast. And you wanted something to come to you. You know something is coming to you. That was all last week. Things were coming to you. Desires, wants, all of that. Four, and then we go to the four of wands, but it's upside down. So we go from the three of wands and we go to the four. We go from the imagination and desires and knowing what you want and drawing things to you. There's a little bit of unhappiness with stabilizing it. Maybe you don't have everything that you want right now. Big thing. You don't have everything that you want right now. It doesn't mean that it's not coming. Big energy on not letting it go. So we go 3, 4, and then we have 5 of cups this week. You're going to be a little bit emotional about the things that you don't have. But understand that you have 2 cups in the background. 3 cups spilled over, but you have 2 in the background. And she still has the seal to hug. You have a lot. It's Spirit saying that you have a lot. That's why Spirit's going to be really focusing you on not focusing on what you don't have this week. Healing, you know what I mean? Healing, but understanding, really, really coming into understanding of gratefulness. And not crying over the loss. And then we go to the Ace of Pentacles upside down. So there may be something that doesn't work out this weekend. It's a test. There's some things that don't work out this weekend. There's some things that, not everything. But I have a feeling that afterwards, as far as just in general, this Ace of Pentacles is a loss of some kind or something not coming through. Okay? This opportunity may not be something that is what I'm feeling big time is it's an opportunity that you may have thought that you wanted because logically it makes sense, but emotionally it doesn't align with your heart energy. That's why you had to go through the loss, because Spirit is like, you lost these 3 cups, but you didn't even it had apple juice in it. You don't even like apple juice, and you crying over these 3 cups. You like grape juice, and the 2 cups behind got grape juice in it. You crying over the apple juice. That's why you don't get it. It doesn't align with your heart chakra. Queen of Cups. It doesn't align with what you truly want. It doesn't align with your heart's desire. So when you are going after it, you're not even. You're not balanced. You can't manifest and bring something to you or work on something very well if it doesn't align with you completely, if it doesn't put you into alignment. This is messages from your higher self that are coming in. It's teaching you how to connect with that heart energy so that you can be balanced in what you achieve. This may even be like you trying to get like a job or something, but really it's not the right job for you because it doesn't align with your heart. So it's like a no, and you're crying over it, and Spirit's like, I'm gonna just wait till you realize that it wasn't for you, and I'm gonna wait till you realize that you should be grateful, because it's a lot that spirits doing during this Pluto retrograde. The energetic is doing. So if there is a no for my divines, it's a no because there's another opportunity. Now, you're not in, it means that you are not in alignment. And I do believe that everybody is divine. I do. I think that we are just all on different levels on the same ladder. Okay. And that's something with karma. So the things that don't align with you, you're not going to get. Let's look at the mental impact. Ooh, we have justice here. What is justice? So in your mind, you're going to be on justice. Oh, you're going to be focusing on that. In the Six of Pentacles, okay, we have justice when it comes to focusing on what is given, what is right. This is the basis of the mental piece, balance, justice. Focusing on what to give, what to not give, what to give and what to take. Very calculative. The Fool upside down, very calculative. If you notice that the emotional impact and the mental impact are already somewhat in a little bit of conflict, where your higher self and your intuition is handling a loss of some kind and trying to guide you into, hey, you need to connect with that heart energy. For everybody, it's going to be a little bit different. For some people, it's going to be a little dire. It's going to be huge. Like some people are going to lose their places. Some people are going to just not get the job. And some people literally might lose like a $5 bill. Okay. It really actually depends on the karmic level. That's a karma thing. But it is a piece, there is an energy of loss that's coming in during this week, or more so this weekend, of a loss of some kind. Now, if it's a big loss, it has to deal with your karma. If it's a small loss, okay, it's, you're fine. You know what I mean? But the Fool upside down is not trying to take a chance on something. That's the energy, not trying to take a chance, not going with the flow, being very calculative about what is given and what is taken. And the higher self is saying, go with the flow, follow the heart energy. Yeah. Last week, it was all about what to cut out. Focus in the mind was what to cut out. Now you're moving forward. Mentally, you're moving forward. Whatever you cut out, you move forward from it. As far as collectively, whatever was cut out, then you're moving forward. It's like you cut something and then you're like, bye, very quickly. The Hangman upside down and the Wheel of Fortune upside down. And here comes karma. Just as quickly, karma comes. Just as quickly, karma comes. It's a lot of energies. This is going to play out very differently for everybody, and I'm going to kind of break down today in the readings how it works out for, because this is karmic energy. This is, people that are descending, people that are ascending, divine masculine, divine feminine, divine child, divine couples, the karmics that go along with them. It's a lot. Somebody is getting bad karma coming to them this week. Mentally, the collective, just in general, knows this. This is the mental impact of Pluto retrograde, is evaluation of this karma. It's coming in now, the Chariot, and it's coming in fast. The Chariot is the fastest card in the deck, which means it's going to be starting today. It's going to be starting today. Mm-hmm. We have the Knight of Pentacles, so then we do have offers. You may feel like offering something. People are offering something. They're making stable offers. Ooh, wow. And then we have based on an Ace of Pentacles upside down. Ace of Pentacles upside down came up based on somebody losing something. Ooh. And they're in a nightmare. The Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands, and they're not able to communicate. They're not able to move. This is somebody who's completely stagnant. Center energy. You might be completely stagnant from helping, but this is somebody who's the center energy is they don't have anything. They lost. They took a big loss. In the Nine of Swords, this is a nightmare. People are going to be in their own nightmares, not being able to go anywhere. They're going to be stuck. Wow. 10 of Wands. They've already been heavily burdened. Probably the past 10 weeks been burdened. Carrying on all of the burdens of their lives. This could be finances. This could be emotional. This could be mental. This is blockages. This is bad memories. This is addictions. All these burdens that they have. It's been overburdening them for a while. This isn't new for them. They were just trying to kind of make it, last a little bit longer, last a little bit longer, last a little bit longer. And there's a new beginning, Ace of Wands. There's a new pathway. There's new things opening up. There's new desires. This person may have a new desire. This person may have a new desire to dump all their burdens and maybe put it on somebody else. King of Pentacles. Ahead of the family. Somebody stable. Very stable. Somebody very moral. Somebody with money and resources. And something is growing something. That's the thing with the King of Pentacles energy. It's growing something. It's trying to start something. I'm not sure. For a lot of you, it's going to be very different because this is how this energy shakes up into your personal life here. Okay. So now we're going to look into spiritual advice on what, in general, which people do. What does Spirit want people to kind of focus on doing? So based off of illusions here, the illusions and the devil upside down. Oh, maybe not. But this is based off of illusions. 7 of Cups. Choosing things wisely. There's a lot of choices this week with Pluto retrograde. And I would not make a decision quickly unless you are fully balanced and you fully know what you want. If you know what you want and you know what you desire. Balancing these out, balancing your options out, balancing your choices out, balancing the things that you have in your life, because for my divine collective, I do feel like people are going to come and try and dump their burdens on you this week. People that don't necessarily deserve it. and it's on you. Yeah. They were very, very harsh. Five of Swords upside down. These are people that were very ruthless to you. Very ruthless. Very ruthless. Too ruthless. They screwed themselves over by the way that they went about screwing you over. They screwed themselves over. You see, we have the God of Cups and the Four of Wands upside down. You want to think about your emotional happiness. You want to do something that, and this is why I'm saying you really want to follow your heart's desire, because at the end of the day, no matter what decision that you make, you got to answer to your own heart. So if somebody comes to you and in your heart, you know you want to help them, all this kind of stuff, help them. If somebody comes to you and in your heart, you're like, I don't want to help them, don't help them. If you go against your heart and your heart's discernment, you're going to end up being unhappy. So focus on your own heart happiness, your own emotional happiness. We have the Ace of Wands upside down and the Strength. And you're going to have strength. Now, big suggestion for most of you, Spirit says, don't give this person nothing because it's karma. And be strong enough not to do that. You got to be strong enough to go with your heart's desire and with your passions. But I wouldn't necessarily start anything new with this person. Somebody comes and they need $2. Okay, here's $2. But somebody comes and they say, I want to get an investment with you, or, I want you to help me for more than 30 seconds. No, that's too much of my time. I don't have it for you. Time is very precious. And the Supreme, understand that you are a divine being. That's ultimate focus and alignment. You pass this test and you come into an alignment on a whole nother level. It's going to be milk and honey. Milk and honey from there on out, right? So, but that's what I have for Pluto retrograde. I so much thank you for taking the time to look at this video. Please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And also, please don't forget to leave a comment at the bottom, okay? Thank you so much. And I will be back on live in a little bit where I do my divine masculine, divine feminine readings, and also the karmic, okay? All right. Thank you. Bye.